And part of it has a lot to do with the purchasing power of the nickel. We can no longer buy anything with it.
Almost 40% of Canadians think the nickel should be flipped out of circulation, according to a recent poll. But across the country, not every province feels the same about cashing out the 5-cent coin and retiring it like the penny. The poll, conducted by Research Co. in May of 1,000 Canadian adults, showed 2 in 5 would support taking the nickel out of circulation.
So the nickel is slowly becoming more like the penny.
Mario Kinsenko, president of Research Co., says he conducted a similar poll in 2019, asking Canadians then how they felt about removing the nickel from circulation. In the last 3 years, the number of Canadians who want it gone has increased. Today, men are more likely to support getting rid of the coin at 47% compared with women at 33%. 50% or more of the people living in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, BC, and Atlantic Canada want the nickel to stay, while Quebec, Ontario, and Alberta have the highest proportion of people who want it gone.
But the trend is very interesting when you factor in what is happening as far as inflation and the way we are spending things, the pandemic affecting how we pay, using less cash, maybe doing things more with our credit cards or our debit cards. So who knows, maybe 3 years from now, we'll have a majority who believe that the nickel should not be used anymore.
Last time I used a nickel, I couldn't tell you. So no, I don't think it's necessary.
I think we should keep the nickel.
Perfectly fine if it goes away. We're all doing debit, credit, all those kind of things. So almost the time for the dime to go too.
So the Canadian nickels have changed a lot over the last about 150 years.
Christopher Porco is a coin specialist who says as a collector, he wasn't thrilled when pennies went out of circulation and he would like to see nickels stick around. But Porco understands when coins become too expensive to mint, it only makes sense to pull them. He encourages people to check their change as older 5-cent coins can be worth much more than face value.
If you were to find, say, a 1925 Canadian nickel, in your change without any meter marks, it's worth between $65 and $100 in normal circulating condition.
5 cents can't buy much in 2022. However, in the 1920s, a nickel could pay for parking. As a result, most of the nickels from 1925 have deep scratches called meter marks from being inserted into parking meters. Porco says the meter marks lower the coin's value, but a scratch coin from 100 years ago is still a unique piece of history. As for Canseco, he thinks if rates of inflation continue, it's only a matter of time before the nickel is no more.
Maybe the government is going to say we don't need to have this in our pockets anymore.
In Winnipeg, Mark Neufeld, City News.